The fact that I didn't own most of my first games didn't bother me at the time. Partly because, well, 3D graphics were sick as hell and left me barely any cognitive bandwidth to process much else. Seeing each of the 251 Pokemon rendered and animated in 3D was mind-boggling. But the other reason I wasn't fazed was because, well, I didn't actually know. I didn't realize that I was starting a lot of these games midway through on a shared save. And that's because, for longer than most kids, I was functionally illiterate. Let me explain. I could read and write, just not in the language Blockbuster's rental games came in, English. While I was born in Quebec, where French is primarily spoken on open air, I was raised by immigrant parents and step-parents who spoke exclusively English at home, their only common tongue. I grew up in a set of Anglo households, but formally I was more proficient as a francophone, because my school didn't teach English until grade 2. So, was I really illiterate? No, I could read and write in French, but I was functionally illiterate when it came to battling Pokemon because Blockbuster only had access to the North American English-only N64 cartridges. Fuck me, right? As far as it matters for the story, I watched Pokemon the TV show in English because we subscribed to the national English cartoon channels at home. But other branches of the Pokemon multimedia mega property, often I consumed them in French. For instance, the official handbook that might adorn your own shelf, well, I had the French version, and it was fucking great. I think these days most other regions have settled on calling grass types plant instead, which makes way more sense. But back then, I guess it threw them for a loop. Bulbasaur and his buds are all classified as Pokémon des Champs, which are like Pokemon of the fields. What fields? Anyway, let me reset the scene.